on, get in here. You already know what time it is. Come on, I gotta share. Make sure I know this is on my page. I need everybody tuning in. Gotta tag all of our Let's Talk Football family. I hope you guys enjoyed that intro, man. If you didn't catch the intro, it's beautiful. Our brand new intro done by our wonderful Nicole, man. You gotta tune in and see that intro, man. She did a wonderful job. I need everybody tuning in tonight because it's going down. You see the faces on here. All right, I made sure I shared it to our family. It's going down, guys. We're here. We're here. It is Thursday night. We're gonna talk some football. You can't get any better than these four right here. I'm telling you, you can't get any better. All right, so we're gonna kick it off. This is Let's Talk Football, Ladies Takeover. You know what? I always say it on my other show, The Greatest Show, but this really is a truly genuine, awesome show because we got four dynamic women. I am Janae Struther. The wonderful person that's right next to me is
Delilah. Yay!
Let's go.
It's a beautiful fall in the Midwest. It's like unseasonably crazy warm, compared to what normally is in October. So I'm taking advantage because I know the cold is coming soon.
I'm jealous. It is already a little nippy here. Who else do we have right under me?
Hello, I am Nicole Oppenheimer, and I am one of the beautiful co-hosts. And I'm here for a good fun time, and I'm ready to talk some football.
Woo! All right, last but not least, who do we have?
And I am Kate, creator of the Ladies Takeover Elverson. And tonight, in lieu of the Hurricanes in the Tampa Bay area, I'm donning my Buccaneers jersey because I'm praying and thinking of everyone in Florida right now recovering from back-to-back catastrophic hurricanes. My thoughts and prayers are with you.
Absolutely. From all of us. All right, we got to get the show kicked off. As you know, tonight we have a game. And it may be a good game. You know, we got San Francisco versus the Seahawks. What are we thinking, ladies? We got to go around the room. Kate, we'll start with you.
I'm going Seahawks. I just feel like they are the better team right now. I think without Christian McCaffrey and his dominance in the backfield for the 49ers, they just are not the team they used to be. And so I am going to say the Seahawks are going to win this tonight.
Woo! What's the score?
24-10.
Oh, you talk about a blowout. Okay, I like it. All right, Nicole, what are you picking for the 49ers Seahawks game?
Well, I was just talking to the refs right here, right now, and they informed me that it is going to be a win for the 49ers. Yes, that is right. We're doing it for you, Ed.
Okay, win for the 49ers. I can take it. No, what's the score?
They didn't say that because they weren't involved with that yet. However, it is going to be a 24-27.
Ooh, close game by a field goal. Delilah, what you thinking? 49ers versus Seahawks. What you got?
I'm with Kate. I give this to the Seahawks. I just don't think the 49ers are that team that we've been used to the last few, seasons without Christian McCaffrey. And I feel like some of the guys there are finally starting to show their age and things like that. And I just don't – they're not the same 49ers team. And so I give this to Geno and the Seahawks. I'm a fan of Geno anyway.
Let's go. What's your score prediction?
I think it'll be close. I think it'll be I'm with I agree with Nicole, but the opposite direction. So I think it'll be like 21 to like 17. Seahawks.
Okay, close game. You know what? I've been thinking about this all day. I may be biased. Both are NFC teams, but I do want the Seahawks to win this game. I do think that if I can continue to keep the San Francisco 49ers down, I'm hoping, like what you guys have been saying, without Christian McCaffrey, you can clearly tell the difference. They haven't had all of their superstars. The pressure's on Brock Purdy to see if what we were talking about last year is solidified. So let's see. But I actually am gonna go for Geno Smith. I think he's gonna. I think with Metcalf's game the last time, I think they're gonna pull it together for this game. Try to show out. It will be a high scoring game. I think it will probably be 30-27. So I am in a high score game for this one. So we will see. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments what you guys think. 49ers, Seahawks, play tonight. We want to know what you guys think. Kickoff is in about 2 minutes. So let us know what you think. All right, we got to move on to the next segment. One of my favorite segments. And I know the ladies love to talk this. It is the drama. Ooh, ladies, we got to talk about some drama. Yes, Nicole. The drama of this week was insane. Ooh. The drama. Guys, this show right here is genuine because we're going to really talk about it. We're going to give you the nitty-gritty of what we're thinking. We want you guys to chime in because it actually is some drama. Guys, it's only week 5. Only 5 games have been played. But guess what? A coach has been fired. A NFL coach who is a defensive-minded coach, mind you. And the team that he was fired from, they have a good defense, but they fired him. Ladies, what are you guys thinking about this situation with Robert Saleh being let go after his defense was the one producing, but it was the offensive side of the ball that wasn't? Delilah, what you thinking about this subject?
I think what everybody else is thinking, and is that Aaron Rodgers runs that whole organization now. He brought over he got everyone he wanted, right? He wanted Hackett, which, by the way, I'm glad that he wasn't given the temporary head coaching gig. So that one part I give to the Jets ownership, not giving Hackett that temporary gig, and he was passed over. So that part I'm glad for. But still, we know that the OC is Hackett, and we know he's been making some awful plays, play calling. And
Preach.
And Aaron got pretty much all the players he wanted on his team that he wanted before he even signed. And it's just like, he's getting his comeuppance, is how I see it, over there in the Jets. And the Jets fans are the ones that are paying for it. Guys, you dealt with enough. The Midwest folks over here warned y'all that Aaron Rodgers was not going to be your savior over there. We told y'all Green Bay was happy to see them go. Do you know that? Do you know how happy Green Bay was to see him finally leave? It was a toxic environment when Green Bay. So they could start fresh because they really are a football-minded state. It's just all they care about.
They didn't make the playoffs the last year.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's all on the Jets ownership for giving him everything he wanted. But, again, kudos to not making Hackett the lead guy for right now. So I give him props for that part.
Okay. All right. I truly understand what you're going through because my mind was rolling too. Nicole, what you think about that situation?
Well, I thought it was quite interesting, all of those interceptions and stuff right from him. And then I saw this video online that went about how he owns the thing, and and then I realized it wasn't real, but it was real. It wasn't real, but it was real in the fact that it's like AI speaking it, but we're all thinking it.
That's it. He's got to have some type of management ownership in the situation because Saleh wasn't the problem to me. I think that they were banking everything on Aaron Rodgers to make it all come together. And Nicole, it didn't come together. It does have me swirling. I do not understand. Kate, reel it in. Maybe you can make us kind of understand what's going on.
I think someone spends too much time in the darkness and not enough time at the preseason camps and doing his thing his thing with bonding with his team, gelling with his team, understanding his team, spending time with his coaches. He needs to stay out of the darkness into the light of where he's supposed to be And that is with his team and on that field getting ready for a season.
Absolutely.
He was granted another sabbatical right before the season and got to miss out on some of the mandatory
work.
Mandatory. And he got another pass by the owners and by the general manager. So they are part to blame in this because they are just as guilty as Rodgers is because they are catering to a drama king that is overpaid, underperforming, and not doing his job on that field, leading that team. He went to go hug Salah after a play and pushed him off. And then Salah came out and said he was planning on firing Hackett this week. And that was part of the plan after that loss. And he didn't get to do it because even though Rodgers claims he didn't have any part of this firing, we all know he did.
Yes.
I mean, Pinocchio's nose is growing by the mile over there on Rodgers because we know he is the ultimate say on what happens in that organization. We know that man wanted who he wanted, got what he wanted, and look what's happening. Karma is a you-know-what, and it's paying Rodgers back tenfold. And I don't care if the Jets lose the rest of the games this season because they almost deserve to. And I'm sorry to their fans, but this is what you get when you bring in a man baby to be your quarterback who is well past his time in prime and should retire. He's no Brady. He'll never will be. He's not going to win another Super Bowl. So go sit in the wilderness, in the darkness, and do us all a favor.
All right, mic drop right there. She said, do us all a favor. I mean, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching what we thought was the top tier of a quarterback, and we're going to go right into that, ladies. We're going to go right into that. Is Aaron Rodgers still a top 10 quarterback in our league? I mean,
no.
Delilah, what you think?
Not this season.
Oh,
there was a time, and here's the thing. Everybody knows for the years that I've been on this show, on the roundtable, even sometimes on the OG show, even though I was not an Aaron Rodgers fan, I always gave him props where props were due when it came to football, to that actual football, like on the field, not all the other stuff. And when he was playing well, I always admitted it, even though I didn't like him as a person. I still admitted when he was playing good. And he is just not. He's almost 40. He hurt his ACL last year.
Yep.
He had a long rehab to come back.
Come on.
He's not the same guy. I'm sorry. When you're almost 40 and you tore one of those muscles that in the past used to be career ending, right? We know that. Now modern medicine, not so much. He just can't play the same anymore. Like, he's just not that guy anymore. It's just sometimes that's just how it goes. And in my opinion, he should retire after the season. I know he won't do it mid-season. He's not that kind of person.
Yeah.
But I think when the season's over, he should just retire and call it a day.
I agree. Nicole, what you think? Top 10 quarterback still?
Well, I think he should take a note from my dynasty league that I have. And I got given this dynasty league 2 seasons ago. Guess who I had as my quarterback? Rodgers. And guess who I don't have anymore? I don't have him. I have Jaden Daniels on my team. And I am winning 3-2 now. So I think he just needs to retire. He's a little old, and you just need to give more light to the others.
Yeah,
that's all I
agree.
Absolutely. Maybe time to hang up them shoes. All right. Go ahead, finish this off, Kate. What you think about that? Top 10?
Well, you know how I felt about Mr. Rodgers for a couple of years now. I've never been quiet. I've never been shy of telling you how I all feel. There were some MVP seasons where I totally did not feel he deserved it. And especially the year that he won it when Brady beat him at home and went on to win the Super Bowl that year with Tampa Bay. Totally did not deserve that MVP award. So he needs to go. He just needs to go. Do you know how we said it was time for Peyton Manning to retire? It was time for Brady to retire. It's time for that whole class of quarterbacks to retire and go on. It's time, Aaron. We are rolling out the retirement carpet for you. We will show you how to walk down it and say, toodles, go to your darkness, go to your whatevers, and just vanish. I'm over you.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. She's done with you. She's been done with you. It is what it is. All right, so I think we're in unanimous decision that Aaron Rodgers is not a top 10 quarterback right now. Don't know what's happening, but I would like to see the retirement come. All right, we're going to finish it off with one more. Ladies, it's so weird that we have this situation right now with Christian McCaffrey, right? So Christian McCaffrey has been injured this entire season. Like, he has not played a game. There have been bets made on Christian McCaffrey. There has been so many things around the Christian McCaffrey story that nobody even knew he was hurt until Mason said that week he found out that he was going to be starting. He did not know that he was not going to be starting until the week of the games. Do you guys think that, A, the San Francisco 49ers knew about this little scandal and just didn't want to release it? And then B, do you think that the league should do some punishing for what they have done with the Christian McCaffrey? People have drafted him on their fantasies. These are things that has happened when they knew that he would not be playing. So what do you guys think, Delilah?
Yes, they definitely knew. And yes, they should definitely be held accountable because, and it's not, honestly, it's not really so much of the fantasy football, but bets that people make. It's more that. There's a monetary part and the tickets. Fans buy tickets to go see
Offensive
him.
Player of the Year.
You know, again, honestly, it has to do more with the money the fans spend. Not necessarily like your fantasy, like, because, you know, remember, we have a lot of players that go, well, I don't care about your fantasy league, right? I'm just trying to play football. So I understand that. But they definitely
Imagine how many first-round picks, though,
right.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I know.
Number 1 or number 2.
I know, I get it. But
were you one of them?
Yes. Yes,
but I still believe that, yes, the NFL always knows what their players are doing. They always know before anybody else because they're the first people because of damage control. They're the first ones who get the phone call. So they 100% knew what was going on. And they didn't. They waited to the last possible minute. And the fact that their own teammates didn't know, that's even more messed up, in my opinion.
Crazy.
I'm like, what do you mean your own teammates didn't know? See, so there's two things. The teammates who were preparing, they're like, oh, I'm going to play with my guy. We're going to come in. We're going to have a good season. So you let down the players. And then the fans who spend money to go see him play, spending money on his jersey, spending money on all this stuff. All of that, and to wait until the very last second to do this, foul on you, NFL. Do better.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Kate, what you think about that scandal?
Didn't they just put that man on the front of the new NFL PS5 game? And now Jordan out for the season.
Yeah, yep.
And I would be like, can I have my money back for this football game?
Exactly.
I went out and bought that because I love Chris McCaffrey and was expecting him to play all year. And I think that I understand why organizations don't disclose injuries. I get it.
Yeah.
Coming from like a college football perspective, there would be times where Jim Harbaugh wouldn't release his players' injuries until like the day of the game. Like he is definitely not playing. So you don't give other teams advantages in knowing that these players are or aren't playing.
Yeah.
And how do they then have to adjust their defense based on whether they are playing or not, or their offenses. So I get why coaches, organizations, and things don't necessarily are full disclosure. So I get it. I don't think they should be fined. I don't think anything like that should happen, but you should be transparent within your organization. That's where I feel that the transparency should be. I don't think it should be anything where you take the risk as a fantasy football person by drafting him, not knowing what the situation's going to be. I mean, everybody adjusts their fantasy leagues with injury throughout a season anyway. So I don't see where that should be come into play or there should be any fine, but just be transparent within your own organization, in your own team, like they should have been. So players were prepared. But yeah, I am almost thinking that they should just declare him out for a season, just because that's an injury that tendonitis issue with his.
They said he's got it in both knees. Like,
yes, it's in both knees.
It got worse.
Yeah. That they shouldn't even gamble with trying to bring him back and let him fully rehab. And if there's any surgeries that could help him, just like with JJ McCarthy and his meniscus injuries, just do the right thing by the player and try not to hurry him back so that he doesn't sustain an absolute fatal ACL tears and everything else. But I just think they need to be transparent within the organization. I don't think it needs to be a fine or anything else.
Yeah.
But that's my feeling on it.
Okay. All right. Nicole, what you think?
It's in his name. Christian McCaffrey. The calves were too much for his tendons, and he ran them to the ground. He's right there. They're right in front of us. I think that maybe he might come back for a strong push, but these guys have the hardest job. They're going right into it all the time. They have the shortest career almost, and it could have been maybe about getting him maybe some bonuses or that bag, that maybe that's why it was kept so secret, is maybe because he wants that bag,
Yeah,
and he knows he don't got a lot of time because those McCaffreys.
He wants that bag. I know that's right. Well, guys, that was the drama for today. We hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have a drama topic, shoot one of us. Let us know. Let us know that you guys have a topic. We will get it on the show. But we got to move on. Delilah, what do we got next?
Okay, we need a new clip for Kate's new segment, but I'm still going to go with the hot player, all right?
I just freaking love it. That's why I love this man. He's a big guy. He's a big, massive piece of magic, and I just freaking love him. Josh Allen is my hot player of the week. And we were just talking about Kelsey being hot. Josh Allen is hot in every way for me, too. I love him. I love him. Never gets old. Never gets old.
Never.
But, breakdown with Kate. Let's go.
This week in the breakdown, I decided this is where we were going to go. There's a team right now that's undefeated in the NFC that I don't think it's enough credit and enough talk. Is it talked about enough because of the undefeated AFC team and the Chiefs, and because they're the repeating Super Bowl champions? So I'm going to bring to you today the Minnesota Vikings. They are undefeated in the NFC. They're 5-0, being led by none other than Sam Darnold.
Woo!
Who would have ever thought Sam Darnold was leading a 5-0 undefeated Minnesota Vikings team? And I think it's great. I think it's great because they're doing it without who they thought would be their premier star at quarterback, which is Michigan's JJ McCarthy, who they picked 10th in the first round of the NFL draft. That is who they were originally pursuing to be the starter this season. But Sam is leading the team, just doing really good. And he's been playing really well. He's the offensive player of the month for the NFC. If you didn't know that, who would have thought? His stats so far are really good. He's passed for 1,111 yards. He's thrown touchdowns, 11 touchdown passes. His passer rating's 103.4%. He's just doing really, really good. And going into the season, there was a lot of drama circling around Justin Jefferson's contract. Would they sign him? Would they not? Were they going to trade him? There was talks about reuniting him with his Bayou boys of Jamar Chase and Burrow and Cincinnati. Yep. There were all these rumors and things going up in the air. And so with the fact that they were able to, right before the season, re-sign Jay Jettas, Mr. One-Handed Grab, it's just been really awesome to see how Darnold and him are gelling.
Yes.
And everything, and it's been really cool. I think Delilah, I can still talk about, Justin. You have a clip that I have of a 97-yard pass that I'd like to see shown to show what's been going on. And watch this. Like, look at him breaking. That's what I'm talking about.
Got the Jets.
I mean, against the team playing tonight, the 49ers, it was just a beautiful pass from Darnold to Jefferson. And
Yes, it was.
I love watching Jefferson, how he can make the cutback and make the score. And he's just such a premier receiver in this league. He's got 26 receptions on the season, 450 yards. His average per catch is 17.3 yards. He's got that one, which is his longest, which was 97 yards. He's got 4 touchdowns on the season. And they've been struggling to get a full passing game going because their premier tight end that they got from the Lions, TJ Hawkinson's been injured all season. Jordan Addison's had some injuries. I mean, even Jefferson hasn't played full games because of injuries. So they've been struggling in that offense, but they're still winning. They're still
undefeated,
winning.
baby.
Undefeated. I mean, Aaron Jones is doing well in their backfield, as well as Ty Chandler for leading their running back core. Aaron Jones has 350 yards on the season, 4.9 yards per carry, 1 touchdown, 17 receiving yards. And I mean, for what they have, it's not the premier players. It's not like they have like what the Lions have in the dual threat of Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery. And like I said, their receiving core has been really injured, but their defense has been doing the job to get the wins, and they've been led by Cam Bynum, which I have a Delilah is going to show you, leading into what Nicole was talking about earlier. Let's show it. If it's not going to play, I can describe it. If it was an interception from Mr. Rogers to Cam Bynum when they played the Jets.
Yes.
So I always have to have a little Rogers interception play shown because we all know how much I love him.
Absolutely.
Nope. Does she got it? Is it going to play?
Here we go.
Their name much, and that's because they've been playing deep half the whole time.
Rhodes escapes initially, and now is brought down.
Oh.
They've been able to pick it up quickly, and it's been really, really tough for the Giants offensively.
Clip. Huh.
Oh,
did I not see the right one?
Touchdown! Wow.
No, that's not it.
Well, we're watching them
Right.
dominate. We sure are watching them dominate.
So anyway, but Cam Bynum's been leading their defense with Harrison Smith, Ivan Pace Jr., and Michigan's own Josh Metellus, Stephen Gilmore, Blake Cashman, and Andrew Van Ginkel. They're all right up there every game with tackles and with interceptions and everything else. So I have to say I'm a little nervous as is an NFC North team playing these Vikings this year. Could be interesting. I don't know how Delilah feels about the Bears playing them, but it will be an interesting end to the NFC North because, I mean, Delilah's team, you're 4-1. We're 4-1. Are you 4-1?
Not yet. No, we should be, but we lost to the Colts. We lost to the Colts.
All the Colts
4-1. They're 5-0. I just say the Vikings are going to be the team to watch in the NFC North. And in the NFC in general. Yeah. I mean, like the Commanders are leading the East, and who would have ever thought the Vikings would be leading the North?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I don't know what happened to the interception, but I showed another Vikings great game.
Yeah,
that they had.
absolutely. There was domination in that one too by them
But
Vikings.
anyway, I don't know what you ladies are thinking about the Vikings this year, but Janae, go ahead.
I mean, we can all unanimously agree that the Vikings are killing it this year. The connection I do think that he has with Justin Jefferson is very rare that you find a backup quarterback to have that good of a connection with the receivers. I mean, anybody who's catching the ball, you're just shocked that you're like, wow, when Addison was healthy or is healthy, he's getting the ball to him. And it just looks like the team is gelling even without Hawkinson. And like you said, that boy Bynum, like on the defensive side, they are really doing a good job as a whole. Very scared about the Vikings. I know we can all unanimously say that. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
Yeah. I just wish Kirk Cousins could stay there.
I'm sorry that Pretty Boy's in your division now.
People looked a lot better on him than Red.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know why.
Delilah, you're an NFC North girl. What do you have to say?
Yeah,
No, it's just a Viking horn that drives me nuts. But the team itself, I think that's great that Sam Darnold found a place. I do feel he's always been one of those quarterbacks that just never wound up in the right place. He was always backup. He was on really awful teams, to be honest, that didn't give him what he needed. Remember, he played for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
let's remember that.
That's true.
So he always landed in really just kind of bad teams and bad situations. And I feel
but we always thought he was good, though. Like he was
right,
good.
Exactly.
I remember, Delilah, we were talking about this when we were playing. We were like, he's not the problem.
Right. And so now he's in Minnesota where the coaching knows what the heck they're doing. Like, it's nice when you have people who know what they're doing. He's got the pieces. He's great with Jetta, but again, they've got a running game. They've got, they got a tight end. It's just, I think that's why they're playing lights out. And so we'll see what they do as the season progresses. I'm excited to see if they can keep it up.
Now, do we think Darnold deserves MVP talk or comeback player of the year talk?
I think
that's a question that was posed to us today by our founder, Sean Spencer. Do we think that Darnold deserves those talks? Comeback player and MVP?
Yeah. I don't know if comeback, because usually it's like you leave because it's an injury. I don't know. Has he been gone long enough to be a comeback player? But I can see the MVP conversation.
It's actually one of, when we do the next, I was going to talk about this, but now that we're here, I might as well go ahead and say it. I think it's too soon to have those conversations. We're only at week 5. There's 18 weeks, 17 weeks, whatever. There's so many weeks left that it can all be switched up. I think we always want to crown somebody. Like we were crowning, Lamar and Jaden Daniels and Sam Darnold by like week 3. I mean, I had so many, but not just us, but in general, you hear so many people talking about it. I, personal opinion, just do not agree with crowning so early. They're doing good, no question about it. Now, they would be in contention if they held this by week 10. Then we're like, okay, we know who's solidified. But I mean, hey, who's to say they don't lose the next 3 or 4 games and then it's like the conversation of, are they still the greatest player? Honestly, we were just talking about how Caleb Williams was not looking as great, at first. But I had to pick him back up on a fantasy again, Delilah. I told you I cut him.
I didn't say to drop him. Remember, it was
you didn't say to drop him. You just said you wouldn't have done it this year because it's just his first year. But he's starting to turn the gears back
exactly.
On. So it's just feeling it out, giving the teams time to really, especially a lot of the starters don't do preseason. So I just feel like giving teams time to get the jitters out. By like week 10, 11, we should be seeing who's really going to be in. So that's
a good point. That's a good point, though. That's only week 5, and we forget that football's longer now.
So long. It's so long. And we
so long.
What it's going to look like at the end. Woo! Trust me, we've all seen it. I mean, Kansas City always starts off last and still ends up in the Super Bowl and wins.
They did their preseasons too.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So but a lot of players don't get to play, so it's like
Right.
getting that gel factor
good
for the
point.
first
That's a good
couple
point.
weeks, and so.
Yeah.
But I do think that all of them are good. No shade to anybody. I am a diehard Cowboys fan, but I am scared as hell of Janie Daniels as all get out. I think that
I love him.
amazing. He's very good.
Love
very
him.
poised at this time, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't count them out.
Of course not. No, I get it. Too early. Too early.
Yeah. For me. But we hope you guys enjoyed that segment. Kate's going to bring us those dynamic players every week on the breakdown. We loved it. Bynum and, the Vikings in general just killing it, okay?
They are killing it.
Yeah. So shout out to those Vikings, man. But we got to move on to the next segment. And it's a good segment, guys. It's a good segment. What do we have next, Delilah?
All right. Well, we got a new segment by our co-host, our lovely co-host, Miss Nicole. It's called She Got Game, but we don't have a clip for that yet, so we're going to go with this one for now.
I'm all about women empowerment. I mean, it's one of the things that I talked about when bringing this topic into this group. I really respect women and their roles, and I think a woman's place can be in the NFL.
Yes, that's right. Who's got game? She's got game. Who's got game? She's got game. That's right. That's what I'm going to name this whole entire segment, because here at the Ladies Takeover, we do talk about football, but there's just so much women too hard to contain in one sport. So we're going to talk about all of the amazing, wonderful ladies in sports throughout the season. So I'm excited right now to actually talk to you guys about, I know it's been a couple weeks, but I do want to make sure that everyone is reminded about how we had a moment happen that was an evolving landscape of the NFL, where the leadership is becoming more inclusive, more diverse. And we had Sandra Douglas Morgan from the Las Vegas Raiders and Christy Coleman from the Carolina Panthers are not only pioneers as women, but trailblazers and executives in the male-dominated industry. They came together against each other for the first time ever as in their roles as two women. So it was a huge, big night for them. And I do think that we have a little bit of a video I wanted to play first to kind of show you a little bit about their moment, and not it just being like, oh, okay, here's a ball picture moment. But there's way more to the story than what it seems. So.
America's hardest hitting sport, dominated by men on and off the field for decades. But now a historic first for the National Football League. When the Carolina Panthers take on the Las Vegas Raiders this weekend, two female presidents will go head-to-head in pro football. Raiders president Sandra Douglas Morgan.
And it is an honor of a lifetime to serve as the president of this organization.
And Panthers president Christy Coleman.
Sometimes I have to pinch myself like, oh my gosh, I'm a team president.
Are the only two women leading teams across the league. Douglas Morgan talking about their rise to power and influence last year.
I think it's great that we're both two, female presidents in the NFL, supporting each other and hopefully giving greater visibility to women and girls to know that there's definitely opportunities for leadership and management in sports.
Last year, women made up 42.5% of employees in the NFL league office, an all-time high and a big jump from a decade ago. The league says it has 243 women in team front office positions, 22 full-time female coaches, and had 3 female NFL referees on the field last season, the most ever. We got to sit down with Douglas Morgan in 2022 when she first got the job.
It's not lost on me that I'm the first Black female president for the NFL. And so that if I can make any type of change or be a good voice, a positive voice, or even a sounding board for the NFL, I'm happy to do that.
And being president of an NFL team is about more than just sports. It's big business too, an economic engine that Coleman discussed as she works to renovate the.
Yes. Woo! That's right. I mean, she speaks it so wonderful. I just couldn't have it, any other way other than what she was talking about, the diverse and how inclusive it is and how it's becoming. So she was appointed by the Raiders in 2022. And obviously was the first Black woman to serve as an NFL president on, yes. And then opposite side was Christy Coleman. She started in Panthers in 2014 and worked her way up. Now, I saw a lot of comments online that I wanted just to say that, yes, there were those nanny nonsense speakers about saying, oh, well, this is the reason for the Panthers' poor trade decisions, and now they're going to go with mod wrestling, or that explains why both teams struggle. Well, I do want to say, and I wanted to talk about the job, okay? So they are team presidents. They are the chief executive officers of the club. They are responsible for overall financial success of the team, okay? Presidents oversee several departments within the organizations. They include marketing, public relations, broadcasting, sales, advertising, ticket sales, community relations, and accounting. So since the team presidents must develop strategies to encourage fans to attend games, team presidents create giveaway programs such as cap days or poster nights performances. So that is the job. That's their aspect. So you guys wanted to know, this is the reason why it is not, okay?
They're not picking those players, so don't blame them.
No.
I love you. That's great.
And so, yeah, that was, they got game. She's got game. She's got game.
Fuego. That was fuego.
Yes.
That's how you do it. Not only do you tell them about the game,
that's right.
Explain what the roles are in the management role. Okay.
Thank you.
So all you haters out there, Nicole just schooled you. Let's go. All right, we got something coming up next. We are super excited. We're glad that you guys tuned in with us today. We're keeping this thing rolling. Delilah, what do we got next on the list?
Our brand new segment, which is super fun. I can't wait for you to fire these questions at us.
We got a yes or no rapid fire. This is our time that we can ask questions. It's a yes or no. We want you guys to chime in with us. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you guys have on your list for your yes or no. Please write in the comments. But we got some already. We got people that were ready to chime in with their questions. So we'll go ahead and get theirs out the way. Is Baltimore and versus Washington the game of the year?
I'm sorry, Sean. Sean,
I don't even know why he would ask us that question. It's the game of the year. The game of the year. You know, we love our boy Sean, so we had to get that question. But we all laughed when it came up on pre-show, okay? All right, so we have our girl Ash. If you don't know, Ash is a part of our Ladies Takeover family. She was with us when we first started. You know, we love our girl Ash, and she sent out a question. Should the Steelers start Russ over Fields? All right, so I am the only yes, but I feel like the reason is that there's still no offensive juice. I feel like they have moments they're able to do, but they've never had, well, Ben Roethlisberger is their last offensive juice that they had. But as far as their game plan is normally defense, which as I know, that's the reason why everybody's like, you know, it's working with Fields. I mean, he was 3-0 starting off the season. You know, it worked with the scheme that they have. I just feel like it may not come to a point where you're playing Dallas and it comes down to the last seconds of the game. It could mean that you really do have to have some offensive power to get it done. Who's going to take it? Kate, what you think?
I say if it isn't broke, don't try to fix it. And I just feel like Justin Fields is doing a really good job right now for leading the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, and I think if you put Russ in, he's going to be rusty. Yeah, and I just don't think this is the time of the season to bring him in. And because right now you're getting into the heart of your season, the heart of your division, the heart of the rivalries.
Right.
And I just feel like bringing him in, he's going to be susceptible to the defensive crush of other teams.
Yeah.
And I just feel like interceptions will be thrown because he'll be put under pressure and everything. I don't want to say this, but I think he's on that verge of, do I keep playing or do I retire? Do I go be with my wife and my children and go retire and do that? He had a rough go at the Broncos. I don't want to see him have this rough go at Seattle or in Pittsburgh. So I just feel like just keep Justin in.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. So we got to move on to the next questions. Ladies, I know you guys have some questions. Nicole, what is your question that you have for the yes or no?
Okay. My question stems from, given the outcome of the Giants versus Eagles game, which was 27-10 for the Giants, do you think that the Eagles are still Super Bowl contender?
Whoa. Okay,
love
Nicole,
this
you got
segment.
the yes, Nicole. What do you think? Why do you think that they're still a Super Bowl contender?
I still think they got it in them. That push-tush is going to tush them all the way to the end. I think I still, it's a long season, and I think they're just starting to get into the rhythm. And once they do, they're going to be a bull and got that momentum. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Kate, what you got for your yes or no question?
Mine was given to me per our co-founder Sean. Can Joe Burrow still turn the Bengals season around?
No.
This is tie this time.
I just think that I really, as being a Bengals fan, I will break this down for you. It really is frustrating for me right now that Zach Taylor's taking no responsibility for any of the playing and the losses. He's putting it all on his players. And I think it's BS when a coach can't take responsibility for what's going on in his team.
Yeah.
And I really feel like right now, if you look at the stats, Burrow's leading in all of the quarterback stats.
It's not like
now.
they ain't been in it. It's not like they haven't been in it. It's
it's just, and they're injury prone. That team is so injury prone. They can't stay healthy to save their lives. They're missing so many key pieces on defense right now, and it's just really frustrating. And that offensive line is just almost there for being Joe's bodyguards. But how do you say he can't save a season when he's leading in all the things, but he has a coach that's not taking responsibility and doing what he should be doing as a coach? So I put all of this on Zach Taylor, and I don't know if they should keep him after the season or not and go in a different direction so that they can be good. I mean, they've got too many good weapons that they have Moss, they have Chase, they have Higgins, they have Burrow, they have all these good defensemen. It's just, it's Taylor's fault.
All right, well, you heard it. Look, you heard it here first. It is Taylor's fault. It is a hard division. It's a very hard division, and
extremely.
I just don't know if they're going to be able to do what they need to do with what has been happening with teams that we really didn't expect. I mean, right now, there's a lot of teams still, proving us to be like, wow, okay, Broncos is winning games. Then I went
Bo Nix is the truth.
Texans are still killing. I just feel like with the way the league is going, I don't know. I mean, it is up in the air, top 7 teams, so I just don't know. Oh, it's sticky. All right, Delilah, bring us home. What do you got for your yes or no?
Should the Steelers, I'm sorry, I'm reading questions. I went backwards. Sorry, should the NFL and Jaguars just take the leap and make the Jaguars the official team of London? Just be the official team of London go to London, be their team. We know they've been thinking about expanding internationally. So should they just take the leap and be the team of London?
No, I'm not ready for it to go there. I mean,
they just got their pool in.
the only countries we really share our sports with is Canada. But Canada would have to get a team first. Then we may be able to pull London in there. But I'm not ready. I don't know.
They're ready. They're home team now.
They are very much a home team there. They are very much and they're always there. They always send them.
That's what I'm saying. Send them over in a pod.
It's a weird situation when it comes to why it's like that. I just don't know. I don't know. I know Sean had one more that he said, will Keenan Allen ever make an impact in Chicago, or do I need to drop him from my fantasy team? Oh, no. Somebody doesn't want Keenan Allen.
I only say no so that I can have him.
I mean, because we got to admit, Keenan
already started. He already started. He helped us win. He helped us win last week.
He's a factor. He's definitely a factor. So I can't say that. You definitely need to keep him. You definitely need to keep him. I picked up Williams again. I'm telling you. All right, guys, that was our yes or no. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. We are coming to the end of the show, and I just can't believe it. It's making me sad. No, but we got one more segment. That you don't got to worry. I got it. But we're coming towards the end of the show, but we do got a great segment. Delilah, what do we have?
Beyond the game. All right. Inspiring football stories. All right. Last week, I brought you, the mama out there doing practice drills with her son and her work clothes. And she did a good job because she was really out there. Like this time, and I think some of you have heard of this, is when the moms show up to the different high schools and they tackle their sons. And I think it's fantastic. I'm going to show you a little clip and then I'll kind of talk about it a little bit. But I love when this happens. I love seeing these big grown men get tackled by their mamas. I feel like it's lovely.
I, Sarah, pledged to serve my son lightly breaded chicken chunks, even though this afternoon he got crafty with the credenza and some super glue.
Sorry for the ad.
High schools, but most don't look like the one in this next story. Here's Meredith Yeoman.
Lots of tradition.
From freshly painted parking spots to football, old traditions spring to life in the fall semester.
All right, here we go.
And presents the chance to start new ones.
It's like lipstick.
Holly Airy is the mom of a senior football player at Benbrook Middle High School. Today, she did not come to sit on the sidelines.
I'm taking him down today.
Holly is among the 15 senior moms here for the inaugural Senior Mom Tackle, a chance for moms to see the game from their kids' point of view.
I've been begging the coaches here since his sophomore year, can we please do the Senior Mom Tackle? And here we are. So this is a 3-year excitement build coming today.
All right, little pages, here we go.
The textbook tackles came from a mom of twins, a grandma.
I've been waiting 17 years for that. It was fun.
And the mom and coach's wife.
I think some of us probably have some pent-up anger against our sweet little baby men, and we want to take them down.
Hayden Miller and his mom Becky.
They are hits.
Oh, I love it. Oh, man. You want to take some anger out on those sweet baby men.
Oh, my God. So I love this. This is like she said, it's happened in other places. We always see like the news outlets when they show it or on social media. And so these moms are fighting for it. They're like, come on, let's do this because it's a bonding experience. Look at the grandma. Look at Nana go, okay? Nana was out there tackling her grandson. You heard her say she's been waiting a long time to spank her grandson, but she couldn't, so she took it out on the field. Okay.
I love it. Oh,
we do this in my hometown.
It's such a great bonding thing, and so
they love it.
I wanted to show again. This is the point of this segment. It's so beautiful. Look at the big tall sons, and they're getting tackled by their moms, their grandmas, and I just feel like it's beautiful. And it's just such a bonding thing. And you know their sons will always remember this. You know this is gonna be a core. It's gonna be a core memory. They're gonna remember when their moms came out and tackled them.
It's fun to watch. When Nora was a senior in high school, I went up and watched it. It was really cool to watch these moms run full force grunting.
I love it.
About their sons.
I love it. That is so beautiful. That warmed my heart. I like that. Look, Beyond the Game inspiring football stories is awesome. Definitely inspired me, man. I can't wait to hopefully one of my nephews do it because I will definitely sign up.
Oh, we gotta record it.
Yes. I'm ready. Oh man, we are so excited that you guys tuned in today. Want to make sure that you guys like, share the video. But we got to end this show with how we always end it, is with ladies have the final say.
But you need to like not give up and just try your best to persevere through whatever you want to reach, right? Whatever goal, whether it's short goal, long goal, whatever, just perseverance is key. And I know it's hard.
Yes, ladies have the final say. This is how we end our show. It is the most beautiful segment because we get to end it how we want to end it and say what we want to say. So I want to mention that this month has been very hard, like Kate had started the show with all of our Florida and South Carolina and all of the states that were devastatedly hit by these hurricanes. I mean, we've seen the pictures, we've seen the videos, we've seen how it affects these people. And I just want everybody to know that you guys have been in our hearts, our minds, our prayers. We don't have to go through those situations. And I was reading somewhere where they were saying that, people just expect you to be able to evacuate, but you have to be able to afford to evacuate. You got to be able to afford to take a long trip without knowing if you're going to get gas because everybody in your state is leaving. We don't really realize the hardness of it until you listen to the stories and you see what's happening. So I feel like at this time, better than none, where we come together in this show to talk the game of football, we can also come together and send out all of our hopes and our well wishes to all of those people that are currently struggling, lights off, no way to turn their electricity on, trying to keep their phones on. These are situations that they got to worry about. The floods that are in their house, trying to unboard all the things that they boarded. Just let's look to this time to come together, not apart. The world, social media will want us to come apart during these situations, but it does nobody any good to talk negative about anything. We just need to focus on the people, and hopefully they were getting what they need, how they need it, when they need it, and it happens soon. But we're all are sending our love to you guys. So I wanted to make sure I said that on the show, and that is my ladies have the final say. Delilah, what is your ladies have the final say?
I wanted to touch upon that and say that please stop believing the misinformation and disinformation when it comes to getting support and assistance. Sadly, a lot of people who qualify are not applying and following the steps to get the disaster relief because they think it's fake or it's not happening. They think it's fake news, or they think they're going to be scammed, or there are scams. Please, at the end of the day, just do your research. Just go. Everybody has a cell phone. Just go to FEMA. It's an easy application process. again, that's ignoring the electricity. I know how we are in the 21st century with our phones. So I know everybody has a phone or tablet. Please apply for your disaster relief. This is what's coming out from the states, and these are red states. That's what I'm trying to say. The states, they're all saying, please apply for the disaster relief. Please answer the door when FEMA or your state emergency people are coming to your door. Open the door and let them in. They're there to evaluate and to help you. Because what's happening, sadly, this is going to create more problems. More people will die, or more people will go without relief because they're afraid, because they're listening to disinformation and misinformation. Please just go to the FEMA app. That's really easy. Download it. It's a free app. Please listen to those surveys. They have the right uniforms. It's not gonna be a rando. It's not gonna be a rando. I promise. They're gonna show up with a team of people. Let them in. They're there to help you. They're there to take catalogs so that you can apply for those. Because there's a process. Unfortunately, there's bureaucracy. There's red tape. Okay. Let them in so they can survey, so that you can then apply and get additional assistance.
Yes.
It is there, I promise. I promise you that the help is there. I know it's tedious, but it's there. Please do the work. Please go on the FEMA site, or if you don't trust the federal government, and I understand, your state has the same information. Go on your states, your individual state. Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, all the states in the southeast and Florida who have been impacted by hurricanes, your states have the same information. Go to your state's emergency app, website, phone number, whatever they have, use that. Please get the help. It's there. I promise you it's there. Get the help, okay? That's all.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Please do it. Do what you need to do, please. All right, Kate, ladies had a final say.
October is a huge month for me. If any of you don't know, I am a breast cancer survivor. I'm in full remission. So it's Think Pink Month. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
Women out there watching, please make sure you're getting your mammograms, doing your self-checks, and make sure you're taking care of your health and doing what you need to do. There's all sorts of resources, just like FEMA out there, that can help you and lead you in the right directions. If you can't afford them, there are some clinics that will do them free for you, like Planned Parenthood. Everyone, this is Planned Parenthood, but they do a lot of good things as for women's health and everything else. So Think Pink, get your mammograms, do your self-checks, and take it from a survivor. Don't wait till it's too late, because sometimes it can be too late. Yes. So make sure you're staying on top of your feminine health this month. And if you ever need someone to talk to, or guidance, or someone that you know, if you've been diagnosed, I am a great resource and a great help, and I will be a good listening ear and help you through whatever you need. So just know that, Kate, you can reach me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, however you want to find me. Just find me and we'll get connected, because I would love to help you out if you are and have any questions, concerns, or anything else. But remember your health, remember your breast health, women and men, because it can affect men too.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man, that was beautiful. Absolutely. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please do as she says. Go get checked. All right, Nicole, finish this off with your ladies have the final say.
I just wanted to say to my favorite fan out there, Mom, happy belated birthday. Yes, happy belated birthday. I love you lots. We'll have dinner on Friday and we're going to celebrate, okay? So I love my mom. She's my mom, and I love her.
When was your birthday?
Yesterday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday, my fellow
I
Libra.
told her I wouldn't say how old she was, so.
No, don't do that.
21,
No, I won't.
21.
Well, I just
Exactly.
turned 48, and I'm feeling great.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
right.
The older you get, the wiser, the more beautiful, the more amazing you are. So no shame in getting older, but 21 again sounds good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Happy birthday to Nicole's mama.
Happy birthday, Nicole's mama.
That's it.
Now that is the way to end the show. You guys have been so awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate the love. Man, we're here every other week. So you guys will see us coming up soon. And we can't wait. Not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. You'll see our wonderful faces again. And we'll have so much more to talk about. But as always, we love you guys. We will see you guys next time. This is Let's Talk Football. Ladies, take over. Woo! See y'all later.